of some writing, and then I can't see off in the distance. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these so I can actually get down to it. What are you doing? I haven't said anything except thank you, Lord, for another day. Let me take those glasses off. Let's get in here. I don't want to do too much yammering. I've been yammering. I'm ready to paint. Let's spend the bulk of our time right here trying to finish up. Let me get close. And the lights are off to the side. And I'm leaning it in so we don't get as much glare. If I lean it up, let's see. Let me move it over. Then you get that hot spot of glare. So we're in here. This is still looking like a mark. We need to make that a little bit more subtle. This is a little bit better. This is a little bit better. This is still, we got to make the skin tones kind of merge and morph together. What are you doing today? It is a wonderful Wednesday. We're going to make it great. We're going to make it great. I don't know what you're going through. Try to find some joy in whatever it is. Okay? And I always ask, and I put it in the caption this time, what makes your heart sing? Do some of that. Don't get me started. I'll be here for 10 minutes. Let's paint. Time for art practice? What are you doing? Colored pencils, crayons, pen and ink, just a little bit of number 2 pencil. And for those of you that know about the HB, do you have, because number 2 pencil is 2B, okay? There's 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B. I don't know if it goes up anymore. They may have made it. The higher it goes to the B, the softer it is. Then there's the H side. I don't know. But anyway, H side becomes a lot lighter. So the H is lighter, the B is darker. Little graphite lesson. Didn't know I was going to give it. I'd have to get a little bit more information on it. That's just general stuff. My name is Bernaid Flournoy. Bernaid Bogan, okay? Bogan for years. Bernaid Bogan Flournoy. So I don't know if I met you on the other side or if I met you on this side, but I love art either way. However you know me, just this crazy black lady that loves to just yammer on the camera. But I love painting portraits. That's what we're doing today. I'm hoping to get within that last hour of finishing up Miss Davis. So the next time you see Miss Davis on this easel, it'll actually be on my table, and I'll be putting the final varnish on it. Okay. So Monday, what do you want? I don't even have them right here. I have my watermelon and my lip picture. I've got another, let me see, point to it. Bright pink lip picture back there. What color lips do you want on Monday? Because I think I'm going to have to do some lips because these keep flipping and flapping. All right, let's get in here. It is 8:03. We're over a minute on our time. This is my palette. Fancy foam plate. I've squeezed out my acrylics, I think on the air last week. Big old water bottle because I keep my acrylics moist. So I'm going to spritz. I spritz before I close them up, and I spritz to keep it fresh. Now, I did a big old no-no yesterday. Please don't do these no-nos because it costs you money. This is why I try to do it on the air. I did not clean out my brush. And this acrylic dries like plastic. Let's get you in here. Let's get started. My computer's actually on and ready. What? Yes. Actually on and ready today. Let me shrink this down and pull up our lovely model. And here we go. I'm not going to use the timer today because I can kind of see it over there. So let's get to it. I'm about to move you in, move you close, get out your colored pencils, crayons, whatever it is that you're doing. I don't know if I even finished. Art teacher. I've been an art teacher here in Indianapolis Public Schools for 17 years. 17 years? 17 and a half years. Don't take that half. Give it to me because I earned it, baby. I got my stripes. Jesus. I love these little people. But baby, we go to war. We're warring over educating these little people. It's a battle. And I know doctors go to work over trying to keep us healthy because sometimes we don't always do what the doctors tell us to do. So everybody has their battle. What's your battle? What is it that you love to do? That you don't mind getting those war scars, uh, injuries, those war wounds, whatever it is, battle scars, battle wounds, whatever they call it. So I've got a few. Okay. And I mean literal. Okay. Where they say, don't get me started on that. Come on in here. Let's paint. Unless you're making breakfast, then, go ahead and butter that piece of bread with creativity today. Get around on that edge. Okay. Take that extra butter. Slide that knife down. Let's get it. All right. Let's get on over here to the serious business of creating. All right. You are here. I'm going to slide my lights back over. We're trying to make sure we have everything well lit for you. Okay, so I'm not sure what you're seeing. Let me tilt in here. Let me move you on over. Okay, and it looks like I need to tilt you down just a little bit. Because like I say, I can't see everything. Maybe if I pull it up over here on the computer, that does help me see what you're seeing. Okay, let's go over here to the painted pose. Turn on your notifications. How do you do that? I don't know. Click on there and I don't know, figure it out. Turn on the notifications. I think it's up there near the top where it has the extra 3 dots or something like that. I may pop on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, art practice. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. Let me refresh. Let me refresh that. Okay. So I think that is cool. We have most of the background done. We may need to get in here and add a little bit more coloring. Okay. I think all I needed to do was refresh the page. So there we go. I can see what you're seeing, and it's not a bad look. Okay. Not a bad look at all. So there we go. I don't see any crazy glare. So we need to get in here and add some subtleties. And I enjoyed working with that larger brush because then that makes you not get so finicky. Ooh, good gracious. I'm trying to see if there's any life left to this brush. Ah. Mm, mm, mm. I can hear my dad say, got to be more careful. Okay. All right. It's not totally gone. It's still a little bit here. All right. So let's get in here and mix up. Man, I really want to get in here. But I knew when we left yesterday, I've got to get a little bit more of that angle of the nose right. Got to do it. Got to do it. So let me shrink my Facebook out of the way. Scooch this all the way over. There we go. There's Miss Davis. Let me see. I might have to pull you back just a tad. Just a tad. So, ooh, and I didn't warn you. Oh, I apologize. Because I do like to try to warn you. Okay, so there is what I'm looking at. This is just a larger black and white version to help you kind of see. All right, in this 809, I'm not getting any glares except a little bit over here. So let me turn this. Oh, Lord, please help me. Camera. Oh, not my camera. What do you call this thing? Computer. Oh, Lord, we dropped this. Ooh, we dropped this computer to be a different kind of show. Okay, there we go. Now, I usually just stop and stare and look before I make any actions. I assess the situation. And as I'm assessing the situation, I notice that we need some water. Hold on. I don't have an assistant. All right. Now, Martha Stewart would probably have an assistant. Bob Ross would probably have an assistant. Now, they would probably get a reprimand for doing that, but you know what? Hey, I'll get on myself. How about that? And I'm scared. I don't want to get in your way because if I get down to it, baby, let me tilt you over here. Then you can't see Miss Davis. This is a vicious dance. This is a hot fool mess. Okay. Oh, good gracious. Just the little subtleties. See, they have cameramen. It's just me. And you know what? Hey, it's free. It's for free. So cut a art lady some slack. All right, we're getting in here. We're gonna mix up. Let me hold this up just a little bit so you can see I kind of pull in from all of them. And I just kind of pull it in until I kind of get the skin tone that I need. Going in here with a little bit of burnt umber so it's not overly yellow. And so I mix up uh, the basic tone, then I'll come in here and then have a few darker areas for the shadows. And then I might come back up over here, add a few lighter areas. So I'm hoping that you can see it goes from light, I don't know if it's a glare, light, medium, and then slightly darker. Now I've got a whole lot of paint on this brush and I'm in that light zone. So let me come back over here to the medium and then I like to add from over there. So that's how I do it. What do you do? How do you mix up your skin tones? Or are you a floral or a landscape person? Because some people don't fool around with these. Let's see, is this light enough? Some folks don't fool around with portraits at all. I hear you. Yeah, we've been wanting to lighten up these. I'm about to say lashes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whatever these eyebrows. Lighten them up just a little bit. And then I really don't know what the true color is until the paint dries. Sometimes it dries a little bit darker than what you might want it to. So here we go. I've been wanting to do that, and so today, here we go. Got them a little bit lighter. And now we're going to take this color and do just a little bit of shading. Because it's not super dark, but it's not super light either. And so we're just going to go through here and find those subtle tones. That is a harsh line right there. We don't want a harsh line. We want it to turn, but we're not looking for harsh lines. Okay, this is a decent color here. Let me get some gel medium. I didn't squeeze off any today. I'm mixing this up right here. And I love using a gel medium because you can kind of glaze. And glaze is just like that word. You could add a little tint to glaze. Oh, what am I not doing? Oh, that's Mr. Petit. Okay. If I have my friend. Hello. I saw he popped on the comments yesterday. You're still here. And I know we communicated that we will get together probably before the school year begins. Because, you know, everybody's busy in their little world. This is my little world in here. Trying to get the grass cut and pull a few weeds, wash a few dishes, that kind of thing. That is my world. Let's see here. Let's see if this color is going to be good. Okay, that's not a bad color. So I am going to shut my mouth and concentrate. hold on. I'm going to move you. I forgot. I had pushed everything in, and I'm looking at my cord. It's like, well, why isn't that cord reaching? I forgot. I slid everything forward to sweep and clean out last week. So now, actually, that might work out better for you. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Lord, please watch out for that computer. Ah, now I see. I guess I'm gonna have to get like a professional studio and put some tape lines down so I know where to move. That is so much better because I'm standing on cords, wondering why stuff isn't sliding because it was maxed out. All right, so it is 8:17. Oh, Lord, I don't want to stand on this cord, but there we go. And I'm looking to see what my next move is gonna be. Refresh. To make sure before I move on to anything else. Because this is what I'm going to base the rest of my measurements and everything on. So this is why I'm going to go ahead and spend a moment right here. I keep looking at it and it's like, it's very close, but just another little smidge would help. So if I can get that smidge now, then I promise to give you some razzle dazzle big brush action before we get off of here today. I think that's a little better. Make sure everything is feeling and looking three-dimensional. Make sure we got everything in place before we start cutting up with a large brush. Okay, so we've got that kind of out of there, but we're going to have to add a little bit back, just a smidge. I don't know if this is dark enough. Go ahead and get a little bit of dark. Okay, so we're going to add that there because that is out of the light. We didn't want it as large as it was. Awesome. Come here. And I hope I'm not in the way. Okay, so I'm okay with those points right now. I'm probably going to see something else. Let me bring this little curve down here. Because we're going to get in here. We're going to start cutting up here in a minute. Right here. Got a little bit in here. We're just going to keep this edge a little softer over here, not make it as hard as it actually is. Just, that's what they call that whole artistic license type of thing. I'll flash that badge around every now and again. All right, so I'm coming in here with a little orange, and I'm going back over here with a little bit of this burnt umber. I'm just going to try to catch my life a little bit. I felt it needed to kind of rise up just a smidge over here. Let me just indicate it's such a hardened edge. I'm going to soften that up. I know that's not the sizzle, the razzle dazzle. But it's those things when I see them, I gotta try to get on down to it. I'm not picking up enough orange right now. So go back and fix it. Do a little bit of this razzle dazzle right here, that edge. I just realized I was supposed to send a direct message before I got on the air today. Okay, that softened that up a little bit. I feel better about myself and others. Let's see what we have on here. Okay, a little bit of this here. And I don't know if you see the difference working with that smaller brush as opposed to the bigger one yesterday. You just get a little bit more finicky with that small one. Go right down here. Because like I said, I cannot see all of everything. And a little bit of dark right there because that's where the dark is. So something because we did get a little harsh. Next. Over here because I knew I needed to get some more skin color. I don't know if you can see that down there. Lord, I just so let me let you here because I did invite you in. So I don't want to overlook you. So let's go ahead and move this orange back down over here. We're just going to move all of that back out. I don't know what I'm seeing down here. Hold on, everybody. There we go. And that green. It's not a large area. Let me go ahead and clean up my brush a little bit. This other brush. Let's see, that is 827. You probably need to do a couple of speed rounds in here. So here we go. We're just going to go in here, grab a little yellow. Okay. I'm just trying to get that down into the mix area. Grab a little blue. Okay, that's two primary colors. I'm going to grab a little more yellow. Matter of fact, I'm going to get some of this Rossi Inna because I don't want it to be like a grass green yellow because that's not what the model has on. So it's kind of, honey, it looks kind of grayish green. I don't know. We're just going to throw this in here. Throw a little bit of this. Oh, well. Okay, let me just go ahead and drop this down. I've got more room down here. So let me move you somewhere. There we go. I think you can see the majority because we want to make sure we're getting near those edges now because we're coming to the end. Oh, well, hello. We're coming to the end of this portrait. Might not get there upon today, but we're getting to the end. So we want to make sure anything that we're doing now is not something we got to go back and fix and clean up. So I've added a little bit more white and Naples yellow in here too. Just this is kind of light, medium, and of course the hair that frames the face is a little bit darker. So we're just going to kind of add a little bit of this orange down up in here too to kind of fade everything out. But we do have, and I'm going to say it is like a little grayish green. Oh, good gracious. I thought I was getting more of that green. Let's see how we can use this to our advantage. Let's see, because you know I like to have a little bit of color. Let's see how we can. We're going to use that to our advantage. Didn't know we needed it until we needed it. So we're just fading all of this out right here. Because we don't have a whole lot of information. So I'm looking, trying to see how I can use this. See that little bit of green there is actually going to be great for the highlight over here. So we're going to get a little bit light. Crease the hair just a little bit. Like I say, you just can't see off of the camera there. So I'm going to throw a little bit of that in here. Just a smidge here and there. Okay. just a little bit, and it's just ever so light a touch. I'm sorry, I have to tilt it because it was such a glare on there. So we're just trying to do our artistic thing right now. But now you can see where we had added a little bit of that blue, where it's now it's not so off. Now it's not so. Now it's not so bad. We're gonna throw this back here, and I just have just a little bit on this brush because we want all of the intense colors, all of the major contrast to be happening right here. The rest of this is like the what do you call it? Supporting cast. There's nothing else there. There's no one else there. There's not apples, oranges, trees, flowers, vases there. It's just the hair that frames the face, the shoulders and the chest area. It all frames that face, and it should throw all of the tension, attention, and the tension. Okay, I was saying it right. Right back here to the face, so that you can see all of the subtleties. So there we go. That's 8:32. Um, our practice really should be about 30 minutes a day, but sometimes it's about 40 minutes because the art teacher, the coach, you know, gets to get on their platform for just a moment and yammer on about macaroni and cheese, hope, heart surgery. I'm looking. We're going to get in here to these lips. And am I going to use a little bit larger brush action? Okay, I did promise you. So let's get a little brush action in here. Let's do a speed round. That's 8:33. Let's see what we can throw in here. Ooh, okay, I like that. Let's see what we can throw in here in about 3 minutes. See what kind of stuff we got. That's a little too light, so we're going to feather that out there. Let me clean up my brush, actually, and get a little bit of gel medium. Let me move out of the way. Because we're here, but we're glazing it in a little bit. And this brush is just super duper harsh. Excuse me, everybody. See? This is what we're doing. Okay. Let me get you in close. Let me pull you close so you can see. It's a little bit muddy. Oh boy, I can't even tell what you're saying. And I don't know about the glare that you have. But we want some of the brush strokes, but I want to try to clean up some of the brightness there. And there's a delay over on my monitor, so I can't see what you're seeing. So this is what we're seeing over here. Okay. And if I didn't say it yet, follow me on my business page, The Painted Pose. And I can hear Granny saying, follow, but don't follow too close. Okay. Like us, but don't stalk us. I could hear, honey, I could hear already. If you got any questions, or you said, Brene, next week, can you? If you got any of those questions, ask me. Brene, my child wants to do a turtle. Can you find a turtle that we can paint along with? Yeah, we can find you a turtle. Get on in that, here we go. Get on in that, what do you call it, private message box? This is too dark right here. Let's get rid of that. We're trying to have the subtleties. Let's have it. Let's have it. But not, oop, that's too dark. Let's go back in here and clean some of that up. It's there. but we got to keep it subtle. Okay, it's there. Okay, because if we don't have those subtle darks, then it's difficult to have those delicious. Oh, I'm not getting them. Oh, I think I spritzed. I had spritzed a little too much. Now this is going to be a little bit on the dark side, but we kind of want that because it's now time to go ahead and poof that up. Miss Davis, are we done with this nose? I keep looking. It just seems like I'm off in there just a tad. What is off? What do I have? And I'm going back and forth. I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. Let me go back in here because I need to. So we're going back right back up over here where we were. Okay. Looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. Because all of this right here should be in shadow because it's on that side of the face. And like I said, right next to the face, you want that dark. We'll go ahead and use that part right here. Boop, boop. Okay, we want some of this dark. Let me go on back over here. Because this is what it's doing. What kind of I don't know if I'm gonna whiz all of this stuff out because I think I have it too much in there, too dark. All the little nice curly cues because it's not. It's kind of wavy and then it kind of gets curly cueish down near the end. It's kind of once you get started, you don't want to stop. That is 8:39. I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. It just seems unnecessarily busy. But I kind of like some of the graphic marks here. And I might come right back after looking at it, deciding to get rid of it. It is 8:41, people. Art practice is officially over and done. With that color there, we're just going to bring this down right here just a little bit. So we're coming right here. We still got to get in here to these red lips. We didn't get back in here. So let me come around here. And I'm just kind of looking everywhere right now. Child, I just been painting. I don't even know what you can see. I don't know if I'm blocking stuff, honey. Let me see if I can get you in here real close for these last little bits. For these last little bits, let me invite you close. Because we're almost there, people. Miss Davis, we're almost there. You can let her know. She can look at this one. She can watch this one. But the one from yesterday or the day before, I told you not to tell her. Don't even call her in there yet. We're almost there, Miss Davis. I'm going to say one more hour and we should be done. But we're at the end of art practice, people. And we've been painting online with very little painting done offline. But this is literally taken weeks because we started back before Memorial Day and the whole sad watching the death online, and then the country just exploded because it's enough of this hatred without remorse. It's enough of that. And so I'd started and then I had to get started again. I am going to go ahead and give you a really nice pop right there because it's there. I love it. Let's make sure the eyes are also nice and gleaming. Let's make sure that they're warm enough, but also cool enough. Let's make sure that is there. Okay, let's go on this side here. Miss Davis, I might actually finish you before Perry Mason comes on. I don't know if the world knows about me and Perry. Let me get my mirror so I can see what's going on in reverse. Let me add a little bit more to these little lips here. I actually don't mind that because, the hair kind of comes over, but I need to maybe lighten it up just a smidge. Let me go in here. Am I glazing? Or am I just changing the whole temperature? I think I'm going in here. We're going up in here, Miss Davis. Okay, so here we are. Got a little bit of paint on our brush. Oops, what is that? Let me see. Oh, good gracious, it's not time to start acting up. Okay. Because that whole jawline right there. Boop. Let me make sure we got that contour and that whole jawline right there. I'm hoping you can see without a bunch of glare. I think you guys are getting a bunch of glare. So, you know, sometimes either I have the glare or you have a glare. I think right now it's better if I can see. Doesn't that sound selfish? But if y'all knew the contortions, trying to get a good picture over these past couple of months, all of the contortions. All right, let's see. I am looking directly at my reference right here. Okay, I am going in here. I'm going to go in here and get a little lip color. And I'm lightening this part up right here. And then we're going to go right here where it is good and light. Okay, we're just going to pop in all of the lights that we see. And then now we're going to go back and work in some of the red again. Okay. It is 8:48. Let's do this speed round on these lips, and then we're going to let you go. This is Brene Flournoy. I am an artist. I love it. I've always loved creating since a little bitty person. I loved portraits. I loved faces. I loved portrait painting. I always watched. I watched and looked and watched people. Okay, so this is a little bit chalky. Let's see if we can blend this before we get going. And I love creating with the littles. We're going to tie all this together here in a little bit. Because I may have to get back in here. I know I will, but these lips were, hey, I got on this red lipstick, baby, and I want you to know it kind of lips. So we want to make sure that we give that a little bit, a little bit more time in here. And I'm going back and forth with this red. So I love painting portraits, okay? That's what this pandemic has allowed me to get back in here and get in front of this easel and do. And now, since I'm an art teacher, we're getting ready to, I don't know, find out what we're supposed to do with these chillins and these masks, and the chillins eating the masks, and the chillin taking off the masks, and the chillin not wanting to stand 6 feet away. And looks like some of the literature is saying that we can have them 3 feet away, but you know, I don't know what you've heard. I've only heard 6 feet, you know, all the news, you know, so I don't know. I'm trying to see what we're supposed to do. I don't know. I know they're still trying to figure it out too. I know little people need to get back to work, to schoolwork, and their parents need to get back to work. But I promise you, even though they say it's not likely that we can get corona transferred from the children, I don't want to be a guinea pig. Now y'all can put that out there. The art teacher does not want to be a guinea pig. Okay. And I don't want to subject the children to possible exposure to. So there we go. The art teacher said it. Is that a t-shirt? The art teacher said it. Because they don't really care about what the art teacher says. Okay, let's go back up underneath here with a little alizarin crimson. That's 852. I promise you we're going to get off here in time to see Perry Mason. I promise you that. So let me clean out my brush and go get a little skin color over here for where the lip kind of comes in a little bit over there. So we got to catch a little bit of that right here. I hope this isn't too light. That's a little too light. Too light on that. Let's go back because it's there. And I'm thinking that. Let's come back over here for just a moment too. Somebody's beeping at me. I'm coming back around this mountain again. All right. Just put this all out here. Let's go back over here. Let's kind of get up here. Let's go up here. Let's hit this right here. Just a little smidge. Okay, a little smidge over here. And then now let's go back in here and work that in. Well, I tell you what. Oh, I'm so pleased. I didn't mean to. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cough on you. Let's go up in here. Ooh, I like that, but that's too much. It's a little too much. Let's get rid of that. But I like it though. Let's see if we can use a little bit of this to our advantage. Whoopsie! Now I've gotten in that shadow. Let me get back up over here too. Now I've already had my baby coffee, so I've got the little jitters. Okay, so let's clean this up. This is still too harsh for the subtlety that I want there. It's the subtleties. I can't get them right now. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Okay. And then we want part of the light to turn here. Okay. And then we're going to have a part of that light over here. You see, it's addictive. This here. It's addictive. So we got the blue light over here. $8.56. Good gracious. You see, we're just trying to finish as much as we possibly can. And I know I still need to. You know what? If I play Perry Mason in the background, Facebook is going to shut me down. So I can't do it. It's either one or the other. I love y'all, but I don't know what it is about why I gotta have Perry Mason on. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need to go to a special class or something. I am gonna come right here and pick this up right here. Okay, that's something beeping at me again, telling me to get off of here. Okay, let me see if I can get some glaze going, just a little bit. That's too much. Just need a little bit of the glaze, just a smidge. All right, we are going to call it for today. Because you see, I just don't want to stop because I know I am very, very close. Very, 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 very close. Former replay people. Should have mentioned that at the beginning. Let me know what you doing, what you got going on. What's going on? What are you doing that makes your heart come alive? Please tell me in the comments or respond to me in the direct messages. Let me know. Oh, now I know that's too late. Oh, we're about to mess that up. Oh, that says 9 o'clock. Perry, we're coming. I promise you. Just put that 1959. I don't know whether or not it was a Ford or Chevy or I don't know who sponsored their thing about. Just put it something here. I'm close, but I'm in here messing some stuff up now. I gotta pull that back out. Need to spritz. All right, I'm gonna leave this alone for today. I think I hear the willing worker getting ready to make his appearance for the day. Because you know when they're growing up, teenagers, baby, it's time to eat. Almost like a, almost like a baby. Schedule. Well, look, it is Wednesday. You have a fantastic day. Hold on, you know I'm gonna have to give you your greeting because it's gonna be a little while. I don't know what you're saying, but we got to get all these lights here. Ah, let's see. Let's see what you're saying. We're getting very close. Now I just got to work on the eyes. It's like a little smidge. I don't know which direction the eyes are looking. So here we are. We've been in here working today. Thank you so much for joining me for art practice. This is Brene Chenoy, getting ready to sign off for the day. Have an amazing Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week. Turn on the Facebook notifications. If you're watching by YouTube, turn it on the notifications. Watch it on Periscope, Twitter, turn on the notification. Watching on the personal page, you'd have to go to the business page, I think, to turn on the notifications. I don't know how that works. Anyway, this is Brene Flanoy with the Painted Pose, and it's 9:03. I've missed the introduction to Perry Mason. I don't even know what the title is about, but we're going to find out. Enjoy your day. Make it great. Do something that makes your heart sing. You got the lights over there? Do something that makes your heart come alive. Let's turn that off. There we go. Here we go. All right. Signing off for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know next week. I don't think I'm going to do a portrait. I think I'm going to do some whimsical, some fun art, and I might actually do an illustration. You know what? I want to do a porch leaner. I've been challenged to do one, but I haven't done it. I think I'm going to do maybe a small little version of a porch leaner. What is that? Tune in next week. You'll find out. Get on my email list. Sign up. I'm not going to bombard you. I promise you, because I don't have that much going on. But get on my email list, and people that are on my list will probably get a notification for some of the freebies and for some of the offers that I might put on a rotating schedule first and before I open it up to the public. Now, I'm also having a group, okay? And I'm trying to think about how to formulate it. I want to do one for families. I'm really coming for the paint party lover. That's the one I'm really wanting to get to. So if you know somebody that loves paint parties, but they want to get a few more art tips to make their paintings better, so that when they go to paint parties, you know, they'll have like a little edge. I'll be like in their pocket, on their shoulder, like a little guide. So I do have a group attached to my Facebook page, The Painted Pose. There's a free group, and then there'll be a paid group. Now the paid group, of course, you're gonna get a little bit more. You know, if you need, Brene, can I call you? Girl, look, I got 10 minutes before Perry comes on. Let's talk. What's going on? Look at this painting. Can you tell me what do you think you need to do? Well, I think because usually I'll talk to people and they kind of already know what they need to do. It's just they need a little confirmation, permission. I said I was going to make a permission slip. You've got permission to be creative. You've got permission to be the beautiful, beautiful you that God has created you to be. How dare you not be amazing? How dare you not get out here and try something new? That's what I'm doing. So I'm not everybody's cup of tea, baby. I'm not everybody's cup of coffee. But if you know somebody that would love to work with this crazy black lady that comes on yammering, talking of paint and canvas, send them my information. Or, send them my information, because if I get into their inbox and they don't know me, they're going to block me. So let them know I'm here. Okay, that's how you can help me out. My friends, my family, my co-workers, you know, people that I've met on the street. Matter of fact, I met a lady in Meyer yesterday. We're talking through these masks, baby. We had us a good old conversation about um, how we're more alike than different here in this world. So peace to you people. Have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. Do something that makes your soul come alive, that makes your heart sing. We're done. We're done. Just got to figure out how to sign off smooth. This is where like some of that theme music would come in. But I don't got no theme music. I do. I paid for some, but I don't know how to use it on Facebook without them blocking. Anyway, bye-bye. I'm hitting the finish button. I really am.